segment, but we start with today's health headlines, and we are raising awareness about irritable bowel syndrome. What are the symptoms and how is it diagnosed?
Joining us this morning live, Dr. Marie Robert, a Yale School of Medicine pathologist and professor of pathology. Dr. Robert, thank you as always for being with us. For our viewers who may not be familiar with it, what exactly is irritable bowel syndrome?
Hi, good morning.
Good
Thanks
morning.
for having me. Yeah, so this is a very common, what we call functional intestinal disorder, meaning that there's no real tissue damage. It's just how you feel. And it's probably has multiple causes having to do with the communication between the brain and the gut, altered gut bacteria, and maybe prior infections.
Very interesting. Can you tell us more, doctor, about the warning signs, if it's less severe, what to look out for, or if it's more severe, at what point do we have to go see a doctor?
Right. Well, I think first of all, just to understand that what is this thing? What are the symptoms? And it's actually a constellation of symptoms, including recurring belly pain, bloating, gas, and alternating, or you can have even, bowel habits, diarrhea, constipation. And it goes on and on and on. And people call themselves, gee, I have a sensitive stomach. And it may be related to food with food triggers. The first thing to do if you find yourself plagued over and over again for years with this type of problem is to talk to your doctor and see if they want to go and sort of prove that that is what you're dealing with.
Yeah, doctor, that was going to be my next question. At what point does somebody, if they're having these symptoms, at what point do you have to say, maybe I need to go see a doctor about this?
I would say as soon as you realize that this is becoming a real pain in the neck in your life and affecting how you can function, I wouldn't wait, and I would just ask your primary care doctor. And there's stuff to do. This can be managed in a lot of situations by following by a low certain carbohydrates and certain changes to your diet.
Absolutely. Doctor, I'm just curious, is IBS hereditary or does it develop from allergies, lactose intolerance?
Right. So I think the hereditary factors are not very well understood if they exist, but it is absolutely, in many folks, related to food triggers. And part of the treatment is one by one eliminating certain foods and seeing if you feel better, and if when you reintroduce them, the symptoms come back. So it is actually a diet management, and stress reduction, of course, is a big part of helping.
On that same issue, is spicy foods typically a problem? Can they lead to a problem here?
They can if you're sensitive. So,
Right.
if you used to love a spicy food but later on in life don't tolerate them as well, it
Right.
could be you've developed this.
Okay, a multitude of factors can play into IBS, as you've pointed out here. Dr. Marie Robert, we thank you for coming on Good Morning Connecticut at 9. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you, doctor.